anybody hear you?
They're all out. The coast is clear. Come on.
Stop! Cut! Bobby, mark that scene NG.
Okay, NG. Well, what did we do wrong this time?
Nothing at all. You just walked off and left the suitcase.
Oh, gee, I forgot.
Yeah.
Well, you didn't tell him to take it.
I didn't tell him. And another thing, Lucy, you left out a line you're supposed to say before you walk off. Now let's do it again, and for Pete's sake, get it right this time.
Retake number 9.
All right. Everybody ready? Quiet.
Quiet.
Did anybody hear you?
They're all out. Coast is clear. At last, the door to happiness swings open.
Oh, excuse me. Anybody see the Sunday paper out here?
I'll bring it, Dad.
Thank you, Bobby. Well, where are you going, Lucy?
Going? We're acting, Dad.
Acting?
This is serious.
Yes, we're trying to win a prize.
A prize? What for?
Oh, Golden Screen is running a contest for the best home movie.
And it's sponsored by Danny Regan. Oh, isn't he wonderful?
Mm-hmm. The Maryville movie makers, eh? Well, that's fine.
Yeah, but gee, Dad, I'm kind of worried. You know, there'd be entries from all over the country. Do you think we've got a chance?
Well, I certainly do. Now, don't worry about competition, son. Just remember that anything that comes out of Maryville is bound to be a winner.
Boy, that's swell. Come on, gang, let's show them. We'll do it again. And Lucy, this time, put a lot of feeling into it, you know. Well, stand over here. I'll show you what I mean. Take Tommy's arm. Bring him over here. Look up into his eyes. Rest your head on his shoulder. You're eloping with a man of your dreams. Oh, don't you understand? This is love. Love, oh, Lucy. Don't you understand? This is love. Oh.
Pardon me, but you guys want to be alone?
Oh, very funny, I don't think.
I think so.
Yeah? Well, we'll start the scene with you two on the steps. Now, let's get it right this time. Come on.
Retake number 10.
All right, everybody ready? Quiet.
Quiet.
Action.
Coast is clear. At last, the door to happiness swings open.
Oh, Tommy, I'm sorry.
Retake number 11 coming up.
Oh, did I hurt you, Tommy?
Oh, no, ma'am. Not much.
You're staying to lunch, aren't you?
Of course he's staying, Mother.
Well, I only wanted to know, dear. I didn't mean to interrupt you. Go on with your fun.
Fun. Oh, if anybody else comes out, I'll have a nervous headache.
Yeah, me too.
Listen, we're going to do this scene over until we get it right. If it takes all day.
Come and get it, troopers.
Okay, Granny. Yes, Granny.
Oh,
on,
what's
Tom.
the use? No cooperation. That's what's the matter with this family.
All right, I'll get it.
I try to shoot a simple little scene, and what happens? People walking in, people walking out, people walking all over the place.
Hello? Yes, this is Jones.
Shoot a simple little
What?
scene.
I don't see what you're complaining about. I did all that acting for
What's
nothing.
that?
Acting. Don't make me laugh. Why, I had to shoot that scene 10 times. And even then, you couldn't get it right.
What's
Well,
that?
you know what you wanted in the first place.
Quiet!
Quiet!
Go ahead, Mr. Jansen. You know, for a moment, I thought you said something about Hollywood. Oh, you did say Hollywood?
Hollywood? Oh, gee.
Hollywood?
Hey, yeah, what is it? Come on, tell us, will you?
Shh, please, quiet, everybody. What you say, Mr. Jansen? Say, that's great. Well, I certainly appreciate the honor, Mr. Jansen. Will I go? Hollywood? Well, of course I will, Mr. Jansen. Why, I wouldn't miss it for anything in the world. What? What'd you say? Yes, Mr. Jansen. All right, Mr. Jansen. Goodbye, Mr. Jansen.
What do you want, Dad? What do you say? Oh, Dad, come on, tell us.
Oh, for heaven's sake, John, say something. And don't tell us it was Mr. Jensen.
Well, it was. How did you know? Well, I've been elected to represent the Maryville Post at the American Legion Convention in Hollywood.
Oh, yeah.
Wait a minute. Just your mother and I are going.
Oh, Dad, you know I've always wanted to go to Hollywood.
So have I. Gosh, I'd like to visit all those places I read about, like the Trocadero and the Brown Derby, and they've got the prettiest girls in the world out there.
Yeah, and gee, I want to see how a real Hollywood cameraman works. I can learn a lot from them.
Dad, I've got to go. This is my chance for a career. If I could only get to Hollywood, I know I'd get in a picture, and I'm sure I'd make good.
But the boys only voted $300 for expenses.
$300?
Yes.
Why, that's a lot of money.
Sure, that'd be enough for all of us.
Well, I'm afraid not. Now, the train fares alone for the whole family would cost over $500. And what are we going to use for expenses when we get there?
Your father's right, children. We can't afford it. The $300 will barely be enough for the two of us. Perhaps you ought to go alone, John.
Oh, Louise.
I wouldn't mind staying home with the children.
Well, what would I do alone in Hollywood?
I wonder.
No, Louise, you're going with me. Just us two in the car alone. Now, that's final.
Oh, but...
All right, now come on, let's get back to lunch. Hurry up, everybody. Come on, Mama.
You ready, dear?
Well, Louise.
Oh, you look splendid, John.
Captain John Jones. At your service, madame.
You'd better get started.
Oh, Jack, get the car out, please.
Okay, Dad.
Come on, Mama. Louise, I've always wanted to take you to Hollywood and to think with... Say, what's the trailer doing here?
It's going to Hollywood.
What for? I don't need it.
We do.
We?
You didn't think you were going to leave us behind, did you? I've always dreamed of going to Hollywood.
But, Mother, I told you I couldn't afford it.
Well, sure we can, Dad. It won't cost over $100 going by trailer.
That's right, I figured it all out.
It'd be marvelous for the children, John. Lucy believes in herself. She deserves her chance in Hollywood. And the boys...
Louise, I settled all this yesterday afternoon.
And we settled it last night.
Oh.
Bonnie and Herbert are going to take care of Bobby, and the rest of us are going with you and Louise.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, so you're taking the whole family.
Well, it looks like you'll have a swell. Sure, I think you don't forget. You know,
I can hardly wait to get to Hollywood. Just think of seeing all those stars in person. Why, I might even meet Clark Gable or Tyrone Power.
Yeah, Danny Regan.
Oh, I hope so. He's my Oh, I didn't mean it that way, Tommy. I'm not interested in him personally. It's just that I believe an artist should want to meet another artist. Well, artistic reasons.
I suppose so. But gosh, when I think you out there with all those good-looking men...
Looks don't mean anything to me, Tommy. You know that. All I'm interested in is my career. And this may be my big chance.
Gosh, I hope so. For your sake. Lucy,
Tommy, it's your school pin.
I want you to have it for good luck in Hollywood.
Oh, thank you so much. I'll wear it forever,
Gee, will you, Lucy?
even when I'm a star. Oh, Tommy, this is a moment I'll never forget.
Come on, we're ready to pull out. Are you two still saying goodbye?
Oh, some people's natures are so crude they don't know a sacred farewell when they see one.
Is that what it is? Oh, well then, gee, don't let me rush you, but make it snappy. We're waiting for you.
Lucy?
I guess I'll have to go now.
Yeah, I guess so.
Tommy, don't you want to kiss me goodbye?
Goodbye, Lucy.
Lucy, are you coming?
Come on, Lucy, step on it. Hey, Dad, we just passed a sign that said Los Angeles city limits.
City limits? Where's the courthouse?
Look, the Hollywood Hotel.
Hey, there's the Chinese theater. shack.
Gee, look at all those pretty girls.
Now, Jack.
Hey, Dad, look out! Earthquake.
Say, why don't you look where you're going? Yeah? Well, why don't you go while you're looking? You ran into me. Say, what kind of a father are you to allow a boy go driving around the street?
He's not my father.
I'm his trainer. He's Danny Regan, the movie star. Well, I don't care if he's Charlie McCarthy. He ought to be arrested. Look at my trailer.
Why don't you rubes stay off of the main streets?
Rubes?
Say, you can't go around calling me.
Take it easy, kid. I'll settle this with your old man.
Yeah, you'll settle this with me.
Oh, a tough guy, huh?
All right, break it up in here.
Come on, break it up.
What's going on here? Well, this boy deliberately ran into us. It's a wonder we were all killed.
Well, what about it? Oh, so it's you again.
Well, you see, Sarge was like this.
Don't give me that Sarge business. You've seen my name on enough traffic tickets to know different.
Officer, I demand that you arrest him.
Why, Father, I'm sure it wasn't Mr. Regan's fault.
Well, sure, I couldn't help it, Sarge. Officer?
Of course he couldn't. Accidents will happen, you know.
Now, do you want to press this charge or not?
Oh, well, officer, everything's perfectly all right, thank you.
Well, that's that. All right, folks, the show's over.
Now, wait a minute, officer. Come here, look at this trailer. Look where he nudged me, right there.
Thanks. You're regular. And don't worry about the damage to the trailer. I'll take care of it.
Oh, that's nothing at all. May I have your autograph, please?
Why, certainly.
Now, officer, something's got to be done about this. Why, do you realize that I'm the mayor of Maryville?
Say, Dad.
So?
Yes, sir.
Dad, will you give us a hand here? We're trying to...
Yeah, all right, officer. Get right on that, if you will.
Wait a minute. How about you getting in there?
Well, that's right. I never thought of that.
Miss Lucy Jones, huh? Live around here?
No, we're just visiting. We're going to stay at the Sunset Hotel.
Come along, dear.
All right, Mother. Well, goodbye, Mr. Regan. Thank you so much for your autograph.
Oh, don't mention it. So long, Lucy.
Gee.
Not a bad-looking dish. I wonder how she'd like a screen test, Charlie.
Are you going to start that again? Forget it, Romeo. The studio's fed up testing every girl you meet.
But this one's different, Charlie.
Sure. They're all different.
No, I mean it. She's new and fresh. I tell you, Charlie, she's got something.
Yeah, I know.
Excuse me, Mr. Regan. Would you sign this, please?
There you are, son.
Thanks, Mr.
Hey,
Regan.
haven't I signed your book before?
Yeah, 3 times.
Well, what's the big idea?
Well, if I get 4 of your autographs, I can trade them in for 1 of Gene Autry.
Why, the little squirt.
Sit down.
Okay, Dad.
All right, boys, come on. Let's get to the hotel.
Come on, Garper, while you're still in one piece.
Hey, do you know where the Sunset Hotel is?
I should. I work here.
Oh, thank you. Hey, all out, everybody. We're here.
We're where?
At the Sunset Hotel, of course. Come on, out.
We're here.
You boys get the bags out. I'll go with your father.
Hollywood. My Hollywood.
Hollywood, city of romance, glamour.
Sunshine, palm trees, oranges.
And nuts.
Go on, Jack.
Yes?
I'd like to register.
Of course. You have a reservation, Mr.
No. Is that necessary?
Necessary?
You mean to say you're filled up?
My dear sir, there happens to be a convention in town.
Haven't you anything at all?
I'm sorry, there isn't a thing. Oh, here's one vacancy. But that's the bridal suite.
Well, that's just what we want, isn't it, dear?
Oh, John, the bridal suite.
Sure.
Good heavens, you should have told me. Oh, you'll just love the bridal suite. It's simply exquisite. The bedroom's all done in white. That's for the bride, you know. And the furnishings in the sitting room are positively gorgeous.
Okay, we got everything, Dad.
Well, what'd you get, Louise?
The bridal suite, Mother.
What?
That's all they had left.
Are all these with you?
Yes, sir.
I think you'll need some extra beds.
I'm sure of it, young man.
There you are.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Well, girls, here's one vacation that you're really going to enjoy. That's why we're staying at a hotel. You won't have to lift your finger for anything.
That's fine, John. Now, if you and the boys will just help us unpack.
Jack, Roger, I better take the trailer to a garage, Dad.
Oh, wait a minute, Jack. I'll go with you.
Now, Roger, you don't have to go.
Oh, I better, Dad. He might get lost.
I'm going too.
No, Lucy, we need you here.
But Mother, this is Hollywood. I've got to see things.
And take a look at that.
I've got to report to convention headquarters, Louise. I'll be back in a little while.
Oh. Eds, where do you want them set up?
Well, you just ask the ladies. They'll take care of everything.
Come on, boys. Where'll we put them, lady?
Oh, anywhere until I have time to think.
Vacation. Maryville or Hollywood, it's always the same. We always have to do the dirty work.
How about a soda, Raj? I'll treat.
Swell. That's one break I get. Remember, I'm paying to hire this car for 1 hour.
Yeah, well, you'll have to lend me a $50.
What?
Well, I'm a little short right now.
You've been a little short ever since I can remember. I had a hunch I'd better bring this book along.
Say, there's one of those drive-in places. Let's try it.
Okay.
How do you do?
Oh, hello.
Boy, some class, eh, Jack?
You said it.
Your orders, please.
Oh, I'll have a Cupid's Delight.
What do you got for a nickel?
Small Coke.
With lemon.
Will there be anything else, sir?
Yes, how about meeting me later, girlie?
I'm sorry.
Oh, wait a minute.
Please let me go.
Now, listen, babe, don't be like that. You know I'm crazy about you.
Oh, please. Please.
Don't be silly, babe. Don't act like that.
Oh, please.
I'm crazy about you.
Please.
Is this man annoying you, miss?
Oh, now, wait a minute. Will you listen here?
Hey! Cut! Cut! Cut it! What do you mean busting in here like that?
Oh, I'm sorry.
He's sorry.
But I thought this lady was in trouble. I was just trying to rescue her.
Rescue her? Who do you think you are, Flash Gordon? Look, old man, this is the movie. We're trying to shoot a scene.
Now, George, he didn't know.
Well, he knows now. All right, let's do it again. And this time, try to control your homicidal instincts and stay out of the scene.
Yes, sir. You must think I'm awfully dumb.
I think it was sweet of you trying to save me.
You do?
Why, I haven't been saved for years.
Alice, we're ready.
All right, George.
I guess I'd better go now.
Well, goodbye, Mr.
Jones, Jack Jones.
Come on, break it up, break it up. Come on, killer. All right, Charlie, let's go.
Quiet!
Hey, Jack.
Yeah?
How dare you?
Oh, excuse me.
What are you looking for, dear?
Well, I can't find my belt strap. Now, the opening parade starts at noon, and I don't want to miss it.
At noon, then what's the idea getting us up at 8?
Because I think there are a lot of places we ought to see this morning. Now, first, we'll go to the Huntington Library. We can see the famous Blue Boy there. Then the San Gabriel Mission. After that, we'll see the planetarium, and then we'll all go out to the ostrich farm. And at 12 o'clock, you can watch me parade. I got tickets for everybody in the grandstand.
Oh, who wants to see a library?
Or an ostrich farm.
Did it ever occur to you that we might want to go to the Trocadero or to the Coconut Grove?
Now, Mother, you know perfectly well there's nothing educational about the Trocadero or the Coconut Grove.
That's what you think. I bet I could learn a lot there.
Dad, why can't we visit a studio?
A studio? Boy,
Gee, that'd be swell.
Sure.
Well, that'd be nice if they allow visitors.
Why, sure they do. Dad, you're in the Legion. Can't you fix it?
Well, I'm sure a Legionnaire carries a lot of weight in Hollywood.
Huh? You ought to know, John. Go on, call up a studio.
Maybe we can see the other places tomorrow. Connect me with the motion picture studio, please. Which one? Oh, any big one will do. The Mammoth? Yeah, I guess that's big enough. Hello? Mammoth Studio? Well, this is Captain John Jones of the Maryville Post of the American Legion. I'd like a pass to take my family through your studio this morning and... Huh? Oh, you don't? Well, which studio does? Oh, none of them. Well, now listen. This is Mayor Jones of Maryville, and I... Hello? Hello? No visitors allowed today. I guess they changed their mind. Hello? Yeah. Oh. Well, who do you want? Mrs. Jones? Huh? Oh, Miss Jones. Mm-hmm. It's for you, Lucy.
Hello? Who is it, please? Who? Oh, it's Danny Regan. Hello, Mr. Regan. This is her. I mean, this is she.
Hi, Lucy. I just thought I'd give you a little buzz. I haven't forgotten that little favor you did for me yesterday.
Oh, that wasn't anything.
Not much it wasn't. Say, all I need is one more traffic ticket, and there goes my driver's license. Say, Lucy, how'd you like to visit the studio? I'm not working today, and I'll be glad to show you around.
Oh, I'd love it.
Okay, I'll meet you there in an hour. So long.
Goodbye. We're invited to the studio.
Oh, gee, boy. Now, if Lucy wore a uniform, we'd really go places.
Yeah, I suppose so. I'd like to know where that belt strap is. That's all I want.
Is this what you mean?
Oh, so you had it, hey? Oh, Mother, I wish you'd let my things alone. Come on, kid. We got to do 5 miles before breakfast.
Not this morning, Charlie.
What's the idea? What about your worker?
You take it. I've got a date.
Oh, I get it. A dame, huh?
Miss Dame to you, pal. Order lunch for 2 in my dressing room, will you, Charlie? You know, something special. This is where we made hearts of the Great West.
Gee, cowboys and Indians, huh?
Say, we saw that picture.
Indeed we did. Isn't this interesting?
You didn't mind my bringing the family, did you, Mr. Regan?
Why, certainly not. Glad to have them along. You know, Lucy, the very first time I saw you, I said to myself, now there's a girl, it's different. You're not like these other girls in Hollywood. You're sweet and fresh, like, like something from the country. You know, that's what this business needs, fresh faces. Now, if you were only interested in a career...
Oh, but I am.
Oh, you are?
More than anything in the world. Gee, Mr. Regan, if you could only give me a chance.
Lucy, I wouldn't do this for any other girl. But I'm going to use my influence and try to get you a screen test.
Oh, Mr. Regan.
Just call me Danny. Hey, Lucy! It's a wonder you wouldn't look where you're going.
Mother, Dad!
Here I am, Lucy. What is it, dear?
But guess what? I'm going to have a screen test.
Oh!
Where is he, Elsa?
Hi there, Perry. I don't know what you're talking about.
It's no use pretending. I saw old Wombley enter this apartment only a few moments ago.
Oh.
So, come on, that closet.
Perry, don't shoot. Think of the scandal.
It doesn't matter now. Come on, or I'll shoot through the door.
Cut! Cut! Oh, there's John now.
Where did you come from? Maryville, Ohio. I'm the mayor there. Came here for the convention, you know. He wasn't going to shoot that thing, was he?
Dad, we've been looking for you. Guess what? I'm going to have a screen test.
Oh, that's wonderful, Lucy. You know, I think that
Let's go on the next set, folks.
Oh.
Sorry, Charlie.
May I have your autograph, please?
Oh, John, you shouldn't have done that.
Oh, somebody get me an aspirin.
Let's go on the next set, folks.
Hey, he's a nice fellow. Who is he?
I'm sorry, Mrs. Briggs. I haven't got the money for the rent.
You're 3 weeks behind, young woman.
No, Alice, can't you remember? You're still playing the same part. You're a naive, small-town girl in the big city. Things have been pretty tough. You've just lost your job. Right now, you're discouraged and frightened. Got it? Mm-hmm. Okay, let's shoot it. Anytime, Charlie.
Quiet. Roll 'em.
Action.
I'm sorry, Mrs. Briggs. I haven't got the money for the rent.
You're 3 weeks behind, young woman, and if you don't pay up tonight, you'll have to give up the room.
Hello, girlie.
Oh, it's you.
Mm-hmm.
What are you doing here?
Cut! Cut! Alice, best light of my life, you're playing it all wrong. Look, when Fred comes in, don't just stand there. Back away timidly. You're scared. Please don't forget, you're an unsophisticated little country girl. Little country girl. If I had the time, I'd send you out on a farm for a couple of months. Then maybe you'd get the feel of this part. Come on, let's take it again.
Say, who's that? Tom Mix?
Quiet and roll 'em.
Action.
I'm sorry, Mrs. Briggs. I haven't got the money for the rent.
Cut.
3 weeks.
Cut.
Alice, that's still not it. Well, let's break for lunch and try it again afterwards.
All right.
All right, boys, 1 hour for lunch.
1 hour for lunch.
Hi, George.
Hello, Danny.
George, I want you to meet some friends of mine. This is Mr. and Mrs. Jones and family. It's Mr. Townsend, folks. How do you?
Well, how are you, Galahad?
How do you do, sir?
Well, hello there.
Hello.
Well, and how is your battling brother today?
Oh, he's okay. Why, are you looking for a rematch?
Are you interested in photography, son?
Boy, I'll say. This is the first time I've ever seen a movie camera that is real close.
Well, take a look through there. Help yourself.
Oh, thanks.
I'll turn it over for you.
All right. Just in for the convention, Mr. Jones?
All the way from Maryville, the biggest little town in the country.
Is that so? Well, it's nice to have you with us.
Uh-huh.
You'll excuse me, won't you? Because I have some things to attend to.
Surely.
Great little guy, George. He and I are just like that.
My little pet, don't look now, but there's some people over there. Homespun is sticking out all over them. A typical small-town family. Now, if you'd mingle with them for a while and study their characteristics, you might give a better performance.
Oh, don't be funny. Say, maybe you're right, George.
Atta girl.
Say, this is very interesting.
Why, Mr. Jones.
Oh, hello.
It's so good to see you again. How are you? That's fine. I was just going to lunch. Won't you join me?
Now, that's a good idea.
What?
Lunch.
Oh. Well, I'm afraid we won't have time. Roger?
Yeah, coming, Dad.
You know, the parade starts in a half an hour. Say, we'll have to get out of here.
Oh, I'm sorry you folks have to go. I wanted you to stay and have lunch with me. Is it okay if Lucy stays?
Oh, I'd love to. May I, Mother?
Why, yes, dear, if you want to.
Well, let's all stay.
Sure, I'm hungry.
Yeah, but you'll miss the parade.
You won't be the first one I've missed. They all look alike to me.
We're having such a good time, dear. You don't mind if we stay?
Well,
Oh, come on, Louise. Let's eat.
Yeah, let's.
Yeah, let's.
Uh-huh.
Hey, isn't that the pin Tommy gave you?
Well, yes.
Uh-huh. 3 days in Hollywood and you're forgetting all about him.
I am not. I like Tommy. He's a fine boy, but he isn't exactly glamorous like...
Like Danny Regan, eh? Lucy, you're a fickle woman.
What about you running around with that actress?
Oh, she's sweet. But you know what's a funny thing about Alice? She's always asking me about the girls in Maryville. She seems so interested in everything they say and do.
Well, we'd better get started. Everybody ready? Louise, Mother, too bad you missed those other sessions, but you'll get a great kick out of today's events.
I'm sorry,
Now,
Dad. I won't be able to go. I've got a date with Alice. Huh? It's almost 1 o'clock. I'll see you later.
Yeah, me too. I don't want to keep Mr. Prentice waiting.
Prentice, who's that?
Oh, he's the cameraman at the Pioneer Studios. He's going to show me a lot of new camera tricks. So long.
So long. Well, the boys don't know what they're missing, Lucy. Just wait until you see...
I'm not going with you, Dad.
Huh?
Danny Regan invited me to a party.
Really? Oh,
Yes, dear. Louise, did you know that Lucy was going to...
Danny's party? Certainly. Mother and I are going along as chaperones.
Oh, but Louise!
I've heard a lot about these Hollywood parties. I wouldn't miss it for the world.
We'll be late, Mother. Let's hurry.
Goodbye, dear. Have a nice time. Take care of yourself.
Uh-huh.
Goodbye, John.
Goodbye, Mother.
Bye.
Say, these pictures are keen.
Jack, you haven't even noticed the dress I'm wearing. I put it on just for you. I wanted to remind you of the girls back in your hometown.
Well, I'd rather forget them now, Alice.
You must have had a lot of romances back in Maryville.
Well, I wouldn't...
I've often wondered how small-town girls act when they're in love. Do they kiss like this? Or, like this? Say, are you sure you come from a small town?
I guess I better go now.
Having fun?
The kid's getting a real workout.
I showed Fred a stick.
You know this one?
Hey, are you sure you're from a small town?
I think this is one we can handle, Mrs. Jones. How about it?
Oh, well, while you're making up your mind, Louise, I'll get in the groove.
On Danny. He's my boyfriend. You leave alone or I'll down push me. No.
Wait a minute. Cut it out.
Hey, what did you want to start all that trouble for?
Don't you ever speak to me again.
With pleasure. All right, you rug cutters. Back in the groove. Don't worry about Celia. She's always flying off the handle.
But she's your girlfriend, isn't she?
You mean she was? Now I'm going to prove to you who's really my girlfriend. Remember George Townsend, the director?
Yes.
Well, I asked him to make a screen test of you, and that's all set for tomorrow.
It is?
Yep, and I'm going to work in the test with you to help you.
Oh, Danny. Mother?
Hey, what the...
You wouldn't work in my screen test, would you?
You got your nerve listening in on us.
Hat, coat, slippers, and dress. Thank you. I want to meet up for a screen test. She's taking it this afternoon.
Very good, madam.
How long will it take?
About 2 hours.
I'll meet you over at the hotel as soon as you're finished. We'll go straight over to the studio.
All right, Mother.
Goodbye, dear.
Goodbye.
I'll pay for it now if you'll let me have the bill.
Oh, please pay the cashier.
Oh, bye-bye.
Goodbye.
$0.95.
Here's $1. You may keep the change. Can I have your autograph, please?
What? Oh, but I'm not... Certainly.
Gee, thanks. Gee, thanks.
You're welcome.
Miss Lucy Jones. Who's that? I don't know. Never heard of her.
Excuse me, miss. Any mail for me?
Here we are, Mr. Jones.
Thank you.
Lovely convention, wasn't it?
Yes, miss. Yes, it was just dandy. I'm sort of glad it's over, though.
Are you, Father?
So I haven't paraded so much since... Lucy! Well, what happened to your face? Where did you get those clothes?
It's for my screen test, Dad.
You go right upstairs. I'll be up in a minute. Make out my bill at once. We're leaving in the morning. You'll have to excuse my daughter. There's 4 that doesn't belong to me. She's kind of movie-struck.
Yes, ma'am? Holy catfish, it's Lucy. Hey, everybody, take a look.
Wow. You said it.
I'm all ready for my test, Mom. How do I look?
You don't look like the little girl that left Maryville.
Oh, thank you, Mother.
She looks like a dream.
More like a nightmare.
Yeah, in Technicolor.
Miss Jones, I'm from Golden Screen Magazine. I'd like an interview.
Miss
Where were you
Jones,
born?
go on, please.
What are your opinions on
Thank you
versus
very much.
marriage? Do you think younger generations should have stayed, Miss Jones?
Some people think they're very funny now. But when they see my name in lights, won't they be surprised?
I'll say. Dad, did you see Lucy's new get-up?
Did I see it? I never was so mortified in all my life. Why, the whole lobby was laughing at her. Now, you take that ridiculous makeup off at once. And those clothes, too.
Take them off? Oh, Mother.
I'm not going to have a daughter of mine walking around looking like like that.
Now, John, she's only made up for a screen test.
Well, what about those clothes? How are you going to pay for them?
They're already paid for, dear.
With what?
With the money you gave me for my fall outfit.
Now, Louise, you shouldn't have done that. Well, that settles it. Now, this business of Lucy taking a screen test and being a star is all nonsense. We're going home immediately.
Oh, Mother.
Hush, dear.
Lucy, stop that. Your face is drooling.
Now, we needn't talk about it anymore. My mind's made up. We came to Hollywood for the convention. And as far as I'm concerned, it's all over. We're going home.
I can't leave now, just when I'm getting my big chance.
Gosh, Dad, I don't want to go home either. I'm having too much fun here.
Yeah, me too.
Ditto.
Now, Mother, you're acting like you're in your second childhood.
Well, if I am, I'm having a lot more fun than I had in my first.
John, you know what this means to Lucy. At least we can wait until she's had her test.
Oh, now, wait a minute. We can't do that.
Oh, yeah, gee, Dad, we can have a
Louise,
lot of
what
fun.
are we going to do with money? How am I going to stay here in a hole?
Lucy Jones, screen test, 3 p.m. I'm not going to okay it. I've tested 10 girls for you in the last month, and not one of them had a thing. I'm not going to waste any more film.
You gotta test her, J.D. I tell you, she's a find.
Yeah? Who found her?
I did. I'm always looking for new faces.
I wish you'd find one for yourself sometime.
The answer is still no. The test is out.
Now, wait a minute.
You wait a minute. Your contract says you're hired as an actor, not as a talent scout.
Oh, yeah? And it also says I don't have to work when I'm sick. And this is giving me an awful headache.
Okay, George, shoot it.
Thanks, J.D.
George, when that kid grows up, I'm going to punch him right in the nose.
You'll have to wait in line, J.D.
Now, Miss Jones, think. Think hard about what this scene means to you. Your lover's going to war. Your heart's breaking. And when Danny comes in to say goodbye, pour out all the love and tenderness that's in you. Understand?
Oh, yes. You mean it's a sacred farewell.
Yes, that's right. Now, Danny, this is Lucy's scene, so don't hog the camera. All you do is give her a goodbye kiss and leave.
All right, I got you.
Okay, shall we try it?
Yes.
Good luck to you. All right, boys, we'll take it.
You're not nervous, are you, Lucy?
Oh, no. Are you?
Well, don't worry about it. Everything's gonna be all right. All right, quiet down. Roll 'em.
Action.
Oh, Mammy, he's gone. Gone to the war.
Hush, honey child.
But he didn't even say goodbye. And I wanted to tell him that I love him. Hark! Sheridan.
Betty Lou, I couldn't leave without seeing you once more to tell you I love you.
I loves you too, Sheridan.
Someday when the war's over, I'm coming back to ask for your hand.
I'll be waiting. I'll wait forever. Hark!
My regiment. I must go now, Betty Lou.
Wait. I want you to take this locket with you to remind you of my everlasting love. Oh. I've kept it close to my heart. Don't ever lose it.
One kiss, sweetheart, till we meet again. Goodbye, Betty Lou.
Farewell, beloved. Oh, Mammy, he's gone.
He'll be back, honey child.
Duty calls. Goodbye, Betty Lou.
Farewell, beloved. Oh, Mammy, he's gone.
He'll be back, honey child.
Cut! Okay, print it. That was fine, Miss Jones. We'll see the test in the morning and call you right away.
Oh, thank you, Mr. Townsend. And you too, Danny.
Think nothing of it.
Well, kid, that's one test we won't have to look at.
Oh, well, give her an extra job. That ought to satisfy her.
You ought to be ashamed of yourself.
Oh, Mr. Townsend, what do you think would be a good screen name for me?
What's that? Well, it's hard to say right now, but I'll think up one for you.
Oh, thank you.
Bills, bills, bills. More clothes for Lucy. Suits for Jack. And for what? So Lucy can look like a movie queen. So Jack can dress up for that actress. Well, I'm not going to stand for it any longer. I'm going to make arrangements for us to leave at once. And this time, I mean it.
Oh, Dad, you can't. Not now. I won't give up my career just when it's at it.
What career? Why, it's been 3 days since you took that test, and you haven't even heard from the studio.
But those things take time, dear.
Of course. They may offer me a contract any day now.
Any day? Well, how long do you think we're going to stay here? Say, what's happened to this family anyway? We're not the type for Hollywood. We belong in Maryville with people we know, people who we understand and who understand us. Louise, you know what I mean, don't you? I want to go home.
I understand exactly what you mean, dear. Perhaps it would be better if you went right on home and we joined you later.
So you've gone Hollywood too, Louise.
Hello? Yes, this is Lucy Jones. The Pioneer Studio. Yes, I'll come right over. Goodbye. They want me at the studio right away.
Oh, boy, gee, that's really...
Oh, Mother, I'm going to be a star. You'll never have to worry about bills again, Dad. I'll pay back every penny you ever spent on me with my first week's salary.
I want to go with you. I want to see Mr. Prentice.
Come on, I've got the hats and coats.
Okay.
Goodbye, darling.
So long. So long, Dad.
Goodbye.
Goodbye. Well, aren't you going somewhere, Jack?
Yes, I am, Dad. I have an appointment with Miss Morley later.
Imagine little Lucy getting a contract. Well, you know, they may even make a star out of her.
Just think. We'll have 2 stars in the family.
I can't get over it. 2 stars? Well, who's the other one?
Why, Miss Morley, of course.
Miss Morley? Well, what's she got to do with this family?
Well, I might as well tell you now, Dad. Alice and I are practically engaged.
What? You mean you and that actress?
Well, be careful, Dad. You're talking about my future wife.
Oh, she's a nice girl and all that, but... well, when did this happen?
Last night, when she confessed she needed me and never wanted me to leave her.
Does your mother know about this?
Not yet.
Well, I can't understand it. Why should Alice Morley want to marry you?
Why not? What's wrong with me?
Oh, nothing, but you're from an entirely different world. Well, you have nothing in common with her. Well, you haven't even got a job.
Well, I'll get a job. I'll work in pictures.
You too?
Well, I wouldn't think of my wife supporting me.
Now, listen here, Jack. I've had all the nonsense I'm going to stand for, and if you think that you're
Please,
going to...
Dad, let's not talk about it any longer.
Well, where are you going?
To tell Mother. She'll understand.
Jack!
I'm sure there must be some mistake on this.
You're Lucy Jones, aren't you?
Yes, but I'm not an extra. Why, I made a screen test the other day, and Mr. Town...
All I know is your name's on the list with the other extra girls. Go to the wardrobe and get your bathing suit. Beulah Poindexter?
Oh, Mother, this is just extra work. And they want me to wear a bathing suit.
Well, you better go, dear. We'll find Danny afterwards. He'll straighten everything out.
But I...
Yep, the very first time I saw you, I said to myself, now there's a girl, it's different. That's what I like about you, Helen.
But Danny, what about that other girl?
Lucy Jones? Forget it, that's ancient history. She didn't even know what time it was. Just a small-town cluck. Helen, I wouldn't do this for any other girl, but I'm going to use my influence and get you a screen test.
Oh, Danny, will you?
It's in the bag. I'll arrange everything and call you tonight.
Oh.
Everybody on the set. Come on, folks. Girls.
So long, sugar.
Don't you ever get tired handing the same line to every girl you meet?
They like it. Hello, girlie. What's your name?
Come on, Mother. Let's go.
Why, Lucy, what's the matter?
Nothing. Nothing. Please take me back to the hotel.
Well...
How are you, Morning Glory? I just ran the picture, and, darling, you are swell. You certainly put the spirit of a country girl into that part.
Well, I just followed your advice, George, and mingled.
Mingled? What the... Oh, yes, the Jones boy. Well, your homework's over now, and you can relax. I'll see you tonight, honey. So long.
Goodbye, George.
Mr. Jones is here to see you, Miss Alice.
Tell him I'm out. And Bessie, from now on, I'm always out.
But it ain't Junior, it's his father.
His father? All right, show him in.
Yes, sir. Miss Morley will see you. Come in.
How do you do?
How do you do? Miss Morley, I'm Jack's father.
Yes, I know. Jack has told me a lot about you, Mr. Jones. Won't you sit down?
Well, I just came in to ask you one question. Miss Morley, do you love my son?
No.
You don't?
Oh, he's a nice boy and I like him, but I'm not in love with him.
Why, he told me that you two were practically engaged.
He did, but he was taking quite a lot for granted. I'm afraid he's just a bit innocent about some things.
Oh.
You see, Mr. Jones, I was playing a small-town character, and going around with Jack was a great help to me. I always use someone for atmosphere when I'm on a picture. Why, when I was working in A Poor Man's Wife, I went around with a plumber. And when I was working in Love in a Dairy, I used to get up at 4 o'clock every morning just to study the milkman.
Oh, and all this time, Jack really thought you were in love with him. Don't you realize what you've done?
I'm sorry, Mr. Jones. Really, I am. I never dreamed this would happen.
Well, neither did I. Gosh, everything's gone wrong since we came to Hollywood. My family doesn't want to go home, and now Jack thinks that you...
I'll explain to him, Mr. Jones. Don't worry. He's sensible. He'll understand.
Well, I don't know. When a boy thinks he's in love, why, you can't just talk him out of it.
That must be Jack now.
Oh, I gotta get out of here. Where's the back door? Say, now, don't let him in till I get out of here.
Wait a minute, Mrs. Jones. Wait a minute. Don't go.
Don't go? Can you imagine what'll happen if he finds me here? Well, he'll think that I and
That'll be fine.
What?
Well, you want to keep him away from here, don't you?
Well, yes, but...
Well, come here. Can you sing?
Well, a little. Yeah. Say, this is a fine time to be asking me if I can sing. Uh-oh, where's my hat? Where's the back door?
Bessie, answer the bell.
Yes, ma'am.
Now, put your arms around me.
Oh, now, wait a minute, please.
Well, come on, sing. This is for Jack.
Oh, you're gonna love Alice, Mom. She's so sweet and considerate. She's just the type of girl you'd want me to marry.
We can hardly wait.
Hello, Bessie.
Miss Alice ain't in. That's the radio.
Doesn't sound like the radio to me.
Wake up and live. It's mighty lucky, Johnny. Up on your toes. A better day is dawning. Don't let up, get up and give. Give yourself a shake-up, Mr. Wake Up and Live.
That was fine, honey. Now let's try it again.
Father! Louise! Mother! Why, I didn't know you were coming here.
You're telling us?
Gee, I didn't know your dad was so much fun, Jack.
I didn't either.
Jack, come along. I think we're intruding.
Louise, please listen. I can explain everything.
Come back here.
Now, Mother, you've got to listen to me.
You listen to me, John Jones. If you weighed a little less, I'd take you across my knees and spank you. Here you've been preaching to Louise and the children about going Hollywood, and all the time you were carrying on behind our backs. You two-timer.
Oh, Mother.
And you needn't follow us home.
Oh, I'm sorry. Really, I am. I didn't expect Jack to bring anyone. But I'm sure you can explain everything to them.
Well, what do you think I've been trying to do?
If there's anything I can do.
I think you've done quite enough already. Get my hat. Get it, quick. Oh.
Oh, hi, Lucy. Oh, writing to Tommy, huh? Oh, it's about time. You know, I think I'll drop him a line myself. Say, Mr. Prentice left for location this morning. He'll be gone for about 3 weeks, but I got a date with him when he gets back. I guess we'll be in Hollywood for a long time yet. I mean, especially now that you're getting a contract. Hey, what's wrong?
I didn't get a contract.
You didn't? Well, but the studio called you.
That was just for extra work. My screen test didn't mean a thing.
Oh, gee, sis. I'm sorry. Did you see Danny Regan? I mean, does he know?
He only got me the screen test to make an impression. Like he does with every girl he meets. And I heard him say that I was just a cluck.
Oh, yeah?
Roger, what are you gonna do?
Nobody's gonna call my sister a clock and get away with it.
Roger!
So, his family didn't appreciate him, but that actress did. Wake up and live.
Maybe it wasn't entirely John's fault, Mother. After all, we did neglect him.
I guess you're right, Louise. But don't ever let him know it.
Louise, what are you doing?
We're going home.
Home? Well, what about Lucy's career?
This is one time Lucy's career will have to wait.
But don't let us break up any of your plans, John.
Plans? Why, I haven't any plans.
So we noticed.
Now, Mother, Louise, you've got to let me explain. The only reason that I went in...
Will you answer the phone?
Hello?
This is Alice Morley.
Oh.
I was worried about you. Did everything turn out all right?
No, everything is still all wrong. They won't even give me a chance to explain.
Mr. Jones, I'm coming right over and tell them the truth. That all we plan to do is to keep Jack from coming to see me again.
No, you mustn't. Why, if you come over here, it'll only make matters worse. No, I'll just have to take my medicine. Louise, we can't leave like this.
Well, if you don't want to leave, we could go on without you.
Well, I didn't mean that. It's just that... Well, we've been married for 25 years. And in all that time, have you ever known me to be a two-timer?
Well, we just didn't catch you before, that's all.
Now, wait a minute, Mother.
Mother, Dad, something terrible's happened.
What is
What's the
it?
matter? I just told Roger what Danny Regan said about me, and he went out to the studio. To what? Well, to get a gun or something. Gee, he was mad. Oh, he'll be arrested.
Well, come on, we got to stop it. You get out this way, Jack. Come on, get the car.
Well, here we go again. Come.
Hey, you. Hey, come back here.
All right, places, everybody. Everybody up here. Come on.
All right, let's not shoot till you're ready. We can only take it once, you know.
I'm ready.
Okay. Come on now, boys. I want to have a scene with lots of action. Once you get in and mix it up, give me a good fight. And when you sock Danny, make it real.
Hey, wait a minute.
I mean, make it look real. Don't worry, they know how to pull their punches.
They'd better.
I'll signal you fellas when to go in. Then rush in and break it up. Everybody got it? All right, cops, you go over there. Boys, go down to the lamppost. Come on, Act, to get in and fight. Action!
There he is, fellas. Come on.
What do you mugs want?
Who wants to know?
Don't mind your dumb clock, will you? Let him go. This is great. Keep rolling.
Come on, hit it.
Come on.
Come on, hit him there.
That's right. Go on. Give it to him.
Come on.
Come on, hit him.
Come on, kid. Get out.
Come on, lay it.
Come on, kid, there, hit him.
Come on, baby.
Come on. Boy, that was a keen one. All right, go. Nice one, kid.
We're too late. The police have got him. Come on. Take your hands off him. I'm his father.
Cut! We'll stand by you, Raj.
We'll get you the best lawyer in town.
Nobody can call my daughter a cluck. That boy had it coming to him.
Dad, they've got makeup on. They're just actors.
And what's more, I'd have done it myself if... Huh? Actors?
Come on, boys, break it up. Excuse me. Put her there, son. You just made my dreams come true.
Are you all right, Danny?
You're fired.
What, again?
All right, you mugs. I'll take you on all at once.
Say, how would you like to stay in Hollywood and keep our temperamental stars in line? Well, gee, that'd sure be...
Listen, young man, we've been all through that. We're going home.
Oh, but Granny, don't see it.
Yoo-hoo, Mr. Jones.
Now, Roger, you heard what your grandmother said. Come on, everybody.